Welcome to Azu channel. Today we'll talk about Git 101, remove all branch in your local repository. Let's say that you want to list all of the brands in your local and you see a lot of brands and you are not sure that like which branch is very old and you no need to keep it in your local repository, and we want to list it and check that like how long does it exist, and we want to remove it by the time of it. So let's start. So we will use the git for href to list out of it and combine with the or command and xr to handle that, to dealing with that. So let's start. So if we reach brand, we will see a lot of brands, but it's not contain information about the time. So we need to use the command like git for href, and we need to sort by the commit the date, and it will list it down, but it will like contain the hash of the commit, and you can see that like the ref is head is the local one and ref here is in the remote repository. So in this video we will focus on, we want to remove the local brand which is very old, so we will use the ref head. So let's start. So we will add another sort, and then we need to format it. So format it, so we will need to like um, include the author date. So we have a space here, and we use the percentage, and we will use the author date, and using the relative mean the time, and we will use percentage 09 mean the top, and we will need the ref name in the source format. So we will see that like the time of it and the ref name in the short format. So now we only need to get the local brands. So we will use ref head, and it's only like list all of the brands which is in your local. So let's go back here and counting. So we will see that like here we have like 79 branch, which is includes the remote repository branch as well. So in this case, we will need to only handle or delete the local branch, which is very old. So we will using the grab has here, and now we try to count it. See, you see that it's only 37, so it's less than total here 79. So next step is we will filter it. So for, let's say that like we only want to delete those brands and the local brands which is like greater than 3 weeks, or for let's say that 1 month. So let's say 1 month, right? 1 month or 1 week. So we will filter by weeks. Okay. So let's see. Ref that's E, that's week. Now we will have those local brands which is has which is like filtered by the had the time existed in the local is by the weeks. So let's say that we want to delete those brands which is greater than 5 weeks ago. Oh, greater than 5 weeks ago. Okay, so it's kind of like more than 1 month. Okay, so how to handle that? So in this case, we need to using the org command, and if in the org command is have the powerful feature that like you can like have the condition to check. So let's say that like org will recognize this one is $1, it mean column one. This one is $2, it mean um, column two. So let's try. So let's say I want to print the first column, and I want to print the second column, or I want to print the first and the second column and have the space between. Okay, that is the basic of the awk command. Let's say that we want to filter those local band which has the time exists more than 4 weeks. So how to dealing with that? We will use AWK, and we will use the condition here. So we use the first. We know that the first column had contain the week of it, right? So we will use the first column, and if it's greater than 4, we print it out. So we filter those brand which is very old, and the time is here is greater than 4 weeks. So it starts with 5. So now we will delete it. So how to delete it? So we can use the xr command, and we specify the substitution here is dollar. So I can use this one for substitution, and then I will just brand delete and substitution. But before delete it, I will try to echo it. So now we have those brand we want to delete. So now back to using grid brand, delete, and substitution. So it's wrong because the brand is not correct. So because the branch now is contain like the time of it. So we need to print the last column in this list only. So now we can, again, we use the or command to print the last column of it. So we have those brand we need to delete. Now we can use the XR again with the substitution, and we use grid brand dash d is mean delete, and here I want to delete this one. In this case I use dollar for substitution. Okay, it deleted. So let's check again in the local repository. So now I only have 4 weeks ago. Now let's say we remove the filter of weeks, so it's only like 1 month at least. That is the way to handle that. Thank you for watching this. See you again.